Good morning, students. In today's class, we'll just continue the Howard structures of glucose, how we are going to write. In yesterday's class, already how to write that Howard structure from Fischer projection we have seen. Once we will go through the structures and again little bit explanation is continued. Now, first alpha form of glucose. First carbon OH right side, H left side, bonded to other one. Right, second carbon OH right side, H left side. Third carbon H OH. Fourth carbon OH H. Fifth carbon OH H. Sixth carbon OH H H. Coming to fifth carbon, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth carbon does not contain OH. Now that is going to be like this. Okay, this is the Fischer projection alpha form. This is the Fischer projection alpha form. Now this one can be written as Howard structure, Howard projection. Actually both representations are same only. Same molecule, different scientists represented in different ways. Okay, now how we are going to show that Howard structure? Already we have written oxygen is written here. In a small way I am representing. Oxygen is represented here. This oxygen. First carbon I wrote right side. First carbon I wrote right side. Next, oxygen is bonded to fifth carbon. This is C5. Next, C5 is bonded to C4. C5 is bonded to C4. C4 is bonded to C3. C3 is bonded to C2. C2 is bonded to C1. Okay, now on C1, first carbon, we have H and OH like this. We have to turn clockwise direction now. Then H will be coming above, OH will be coming down. H, OH. Second carbon, above H, below OH. Third carbon, above OH, below H. Fourth carbon, above H, below OH. Fifth carbon alone, what did I say? We have to write CH2OH above and the CH2OH completely once here, sixth carbon, and H here, this one is below. Okay, this is Howard representation of alpha form. Next, coming to beta form. C 3, 4, 5, 6 carbons. First carbon, right side H, left side OH. Second carbon, OH, H. Third carbon, H, OH. Fourth carbon, OH, H. Fifth carbon, left side H. Sixth carbon, OH, H, H. CH2OH. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is beta form. Okay, in beta form, OH is on left side for first carbon. In alpha form, OH is on right side for first carbon. Okay, this is written as Hawadt structure here. Now I am going to write. First I am writing oxygen here. Mainly concentrate with oxygen. Mainly concentrate with oxygen. Now oxygen, first carbon written on right side. First carbon written on right side. This carbon is bonded to second carbon. Next, this carbon is bonded to third carbon. Third carbon is bonded to fourth carbon. Fourth carbon is bonded to fifth carbon, and this fifth carbon is bonded to oxygen. Okay, now same clockwise direction rotation. Clockwise direction rotation. Now first carbon, OH is above, H is below. Second carbon, H is above, OH is below. Third carbon, OH is above, H is below. Fourth carbon, H is above, OH is below. And finally fifth carbon again, CH2OH. This is sixth carbon. Okay, H is below. Please observe carefully. These are the two Hawadt structures. Okay, Fischer projection. These two are Fischer projections. When we write those Fischer projections as Hawadt structures, they will become like this. This is alpha form of glucose. This is beta form of glucose. Okay, now complete name of the glucose. Complete name of the glucose I am going to write. Before that, observe these two diagram structures, all of you clearly. In the previous class also I wrote, but at a time on board means alpha form is represented as Hawadt structure, beta form is represented as Hawadt structure like this. Now I wrote again. In what way we are writing the Hawadt structure, please understand carefully. Mainly, we have to concentrate on here. First carbon is present on right side of oxygen. First carbon is present on right side of oxygen. Okay. Why I am stressing this many times? That only you will understand in fructose structure. Okay. Now continuation. Okay. I am going to rub this Fischer projections. See all of you. Now alpha form and beta form. These two forms of glucose forming closed structure with oxygen involving ring. Okay, this is called hemiacetal structure. What is that? Hemiacetal structure. Sir, what is this hemiacetal structure? Correctly, if you remember, aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids. In aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids, nucleophilic addition reactions of aldehydes and ketones commonly. We have started with first one, reaction with HCl to form cyanohydrin. Okay. Second one, reaction with Grignard reagent. Like that, nucleophilic addition reactions while we are studying. Correctly, third one or fourth one, reaction with alcohol is there. Correctly, third one or fourth one, reaction with alcohol is there. Observe, in that reaction with alcohol, aldehyde or ketone, that means C double bond O is reacted with alcohol. In first step, it will form hemiacetal. In second step, again that hemiacetal reacts with alcohol to form acetal. Like that we have seen, alcohol will be reacted with 2 moles of 2 moles of alcohol. Sorry, aldehyde will be reacted with 2 moles of alcohol. Like this here also, how this closure structure is formed? How this closure structure is formed? First carbon contains aldehyde group. First carbon contains aldehyde group. Fifth carbon contains OH group. Fifth carbon contains OH group in open chain. In open chain, first carbon contains aldehyde group. Fifth carbon contains OH. That aldehyde and OH both are going to be reacted, correct, to form that closed ring. Then what is happening? Hemiacetal is going to be formed. That's why we are writing hemiacetal structure. This is not that much important, but if you remember, it is better. Okay, so this is hemiacetal structure. Okay, next. Now the name of this alpha glucose is alpha capital D plus glucopyranose. Simply we can write glucose also, but completely why we have written pyranose, you will understand, no problem. Why we have written pyranose, okay, you will understand. Now what is the complete name of this glucose? This is alpha form. That's why alpha capital D. Capital D means it is representation relative to glyceraldehyde. Already we completed. Okay, it is the representation. Last symmetry carbon is representing plus glyceraldehyde. That means it is called capital D representation. This plus is nothing but it is dextrorotatory. Plus is nothing but it is dextrorotatory. Next, glucopyranose. This pyranose, why we got the name, I will give clarity. Okay, this is complete name of alpha form. Now what about beta form? Beta form name is beta capital D. Please remember, in carbohydrates, glucose, fructose, these two, whatever it might be, both are relative to glyceraldehyde plus glyceraldehyde only. That's why in both the things capital D only we will use. Capital L nowhere we are using in this carbohydrates. Okay, ma? Now remaining might be there. Capital L representation carbohydrates are also there, but in our textbook, whatever the compounds we are discussing about capital D representation compounds only. Okay, ma? Now beta capital D, this is also plus only. Both are dextrorotatory only. Alpha form and beta form both are dextrorotatory only. Plus glucopyranose. This is the name of glucose, and finally this is the structure of glucose. Now why we have written that pyran? Okay, this structure closest structure of glucose is resembling the pyran structure. Pyran is a molecule which is 6-membered ring. Pyran is a molecule which is 6-membered ring contained by 5 carbon atoms and 1 oxygen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbons and 1 oxygen. Same like here in glucose, in closed membered ring, 5 carbons are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually 6th carbon is out of ring. 6th carbon is out of ring. Okay. Now in the ring, how many carbons are there? 5 carbons with 1 oxygen. 6-membered ring with 5 carbons and 1 oxygen. It is resembling the pyran structure. This glucose closed structure is resembling the pyran structure. That's why it got the name pyranose. Okay. Same here also, it is resembling the pyran structure. We wrote pyranose. But this is beta form. Beta form, first carbon OH and H position different. Alpha form, first carbon H and OH position is different. Okay, this is about structure of glucose. Now we have one more definition, that is anomeric carbon and anomers. Anomeric carbon and anomers. I will show that one. Before that, are you clear about entirely this one? Okay, now coming to this, I am going to rub this pyron structure. Anomeric carbon. ANOMERIC, anomeric carbon. Okay. The hemiacetal structures where they are differentiated by the position of OH group on particular carbon. That carbon is called anomeric carbon. Once read the point. The hemiacetal structures, these two are hemiacetal structures of glucose. Same like this we will study hemiacetal structures in fructose also. Okay, hemiacetal structures where they are differentiated by the position of OH on particular carbon. That carbon is called anomeric carbon, and those two forms are called anomers. Now, these glucose hemiacetal structures are differentiated by OH groups, position of OH group. See, first carbon, here OH is above, H is below. Okay, here on first carbon, H is above, OH is below. Remaining as it is. Remaining structure is as it is. Correct or not? Only first carbon position of OH is differentiated. Coming to Fischer projection, on first position carbon, OH is on right side, beta alpha form. Beta form, OH is on left side. That means on first carbon, OH position of alpha form and beta form are differentiated. That C1, first carbon, is called anomeric carbon for glucose. This is for glucose only. That C1 is called anomeric carbon of glucose. In notes, you can write this definition for anomeric carbon. The anomeric carbon, now I wrote the definition as the hemiacetal structures where they are differentiated by the position of OH on particular carbon. So what is the anomeric carbon of glucose? Anomeric carbon of glucose is C1. This is okay. Anomeric carbon of glucose is C1. This is about structure of glucose. All these things, everything is completed regarding glucose. Next, immediately we have to go through fructose. So in glucose, what are the topics we have studied? Those topics are, first, how we have defined the structure of glucose by using various reactions. After that, why we have raised the closed structure of glucose. After completion of closed structure of glucose, the closed structure of glucose is represented by Fischer projection, and we have represented with the help of Haworth representation also. How we have represented that Haworth representation is also clear. Okay. After that, two forms of glucose, alpha form and beta form, those melting points, how they are obtained, as well as everything we have seen. And finally, that anomeric carbon definition we have seen. And these two forms, alpha form and beta form of glucose, which are differentiated by the position of the OH on first carbon, the carbon is called anomeric carbon, and those two forms are called anomers. Okay, this is about complete data regarding glucose. Okay, now we have to go through fructose. fructose, what is the molecular formula? Molecular formula is C6H12O6. Here, how like we have obtained the structure of glucose, like that every reaction of fructose we are not going to study. Directly we are going to write the structure of fructose. Okay, for glucose alone it is enough. And one more thing, for glucose also, directly obtain or deduce the structure of glucose, like that nowhere you will be asked the question mark. Questions will be obtaining in a way that, suppose when glucose reacts with HI, it will form N-hexane. Okay, what is the conclusion we can make from this reaction? Conclusion is very important. Is it okay? When glucose reacts with hydroxylamine, okay, it will form oxime. HCN, it will form cyanohydrin. From these reactions, what is the conclusion we can make? Presence of C double bond O. That like that points, 1 mark questions, 2 mark questions you will get. Okay, so complete structure, nowhere they will ask for 5 marks like that, but individually small steps, total 6 steps we have. That 6 steps are very important, conclusions are very important. Okay, now starting with the fructose structure, directly we are going to write the structure with the help of Fischer projection. Okay, let us see. First carbon, OH is on right side, H is on left side. Second carbon, C double bond O, ketone group. Third carbon, 1, 2, 3. Third carbon, H is on left side, H is on right side and OH is on left side. Second carbon, C double bond O. Next, third carbon, right side H, left side OH. Next, fourth carbon, right side OH, left side H. Fifth carbon, right side OH, left side H. And sixth carbon, this sixth, right side OH, H, H. This is a structure of fructose, in which glucose molecular formula and molecular formula of fructose both are same, C6H12O6. Those are called isomers with different functional groups. In glucose we have aldehyde group, and in fructose we have ketone group. In glucose we have aldehyde group, and in fructose we have ketone group. Okay, now this is the open chain structure of fructose followed by Fischer projection. Okay, now we have to see closed structure of fructose also. Is it okay, man? C1OHH, second carbon, C double bond O. Third carbon, C on right side H, left side OH. Fourth carbon, C OH on right side, left side H. Like that we have written the structure of fructose. Now how we are going to draw the closed structure of fructose? Let us see that one. Fifth carbon and second carbon. On fifth carbon, OH I wrote like this. Okay. Second carbon, C double bond O. Now, out of C and oxygen, which is more electronegative? Oxygen is more electronegative. So this bond is shifted towards oxygen, and this is getting O minus and carbon is getting plus. O minus and carbon is getting plus. This O minus is going to attack hydrogen of fifth carbon OH. Same in glucose, how it was happened, like that here also. But small difference is glucose is involved with first carbon because aldehyde group is present on first carbon. In fructose, second carbon and fifth carbon. Observe this one carefully. Now this OH bond is cleaved towards oxygen, as oxygen is getting minus charge, and this minus charged oxygen is going to attack this C plus. Because this bond is cleaved, then carbon is getting positive and O is getting negative. This O minus is going to attack this H, and this O is going to attack this carbon. Okay, and structure of this fructose will become C1 as it is remains same, OH on right side, H on left side. Next C2, this O is going to be bonded with carbon, and here we are getting OH na? Okay. See ma, this O is going to attack this H. I am going to write it as OH. Next, this carbon is bonding with fifth carbon in the presence with oxygen in middle. Second carbon is bonded to third carbon. Third carbon has H on right side, OH on left side. Fourth carbon has OH on right side, H on left side. Fifth carbon, see, now this fifth carbon oxygen is there na? This oxygen is bonded with second carbon. So like this, H is present here. And finally sixth carbon contains OH on right side, H. Okay, this is the Fischer projection closed structure of fructose. After writing this closed structure of fructose, again we have to represent fructose two forms, alpha form and beta form. Here fructose alpha form and beta form are differentiated at second carbon. Fructose alpha form and beta form are differentiated at second carbon. Okay, how it is differentiated at second carbon we will see. Before that, draw this closed structure of fructose, this Fischer projection, into Haber structure. Okay ma, let us try to write the Haber structure. Now I am going to rub this one. Actually here first carbon 1, 2, 3, 3 bonds are only there ma, H will be there. So we are writing, this is first. Here, even here, this one also contains H. Sorry, I didn't write H ma, now I wrote. This carbon 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is first carbon. Second carbon onwards, like this closed ring. Sixth carbon again CH2OH. Okay, now we are clear. Now let us write what about the Haber structure. Please, before writing the Haber structure, I am writing alpha form by using Fischer projection. Okay, now observe. Second carbon, this is. Second carbon contains CH2OH and OH. OH on right side, CH2OH on left side. This is first carbon ma. See, second carbon as it is. It is bonded to first carbon. This total first carbon is CH2OH. I wrote CH2OH here. Okay, right side I wrote this OH. This second carbon is bonded to oxygen. Next, third carbon. Third carbon, right side H, left side OH. Next, fourth carbon, right side OH, left side H. Next, fifth carbon, bonded to oxygen, left side H, and sixth carbon, OH, H, H. This is the alpha form of fructose. This is the alpha form of fructose. On second carbon, OH is on right side, CH2OH is on left side. Don't bother about CH2OH, just remember OH position. If OH is on right side, okay, then it is called alpha form. OH is on left side, then it is called beta form. Now I am going to write the beta form also that side. Okay. Beta form, second carbon, right side OH, left side CH2OH. This is first carbon. Sorry, mistake. Beta form OH on left side. Here OH on right side, na? Beta form OH on left side, right side CH2OH. First carbon. Next, third carbon. Right side H, left side OH. Fourth carbon. Right side OH, left side H. Next, fifth carbon H here. Second carbon and fifth carbon are bonded with oxygen, and sixth carbon H, OH. This is beta form of fructose. This is alpha form of fructose. Okay, ma? Now I am going to write Hayward structures. Hayward structure of alpha form and Hayward structure of beta form. Okay, now see first. Let us just start with oxygen. Oxygen is bonded to which carbon? Second carbon. Oxygen is bonded to second carbon. Now I am going to write second carbon on right side. Second carbon. Second carbon is bonded to third carbon. Third carbon is bonded to fourth carbon. Fourth carbon is bonded to fifth carbon. Fifth carbon is bonded to oxygen. Oxygen, this oxygen, okay, that is bonded to second carbon. I wrote second carbon on right side. From there onwards continuation. Second carbon, third, fourth, fifth. Now two carbons are remained. See, observe. Second carbon, just turn clockwise direction. If you turn like this, CH2OH is coming above, OH is coming below. This is first carbon. Okay, next. Third carbon, same clockwise direction rotation. OH is above, H is below. Fourth carbon, H is above, OH is below. Fifth carbon alone, again we will write CH2OH above and H below. See, ma? Fifth carbon is bonded to sixth carbon. Sixth carbon is totally CH2OH. Sixth carbon is totally CH2OH, this one. And H I wrote down. Every time the CH2OH sixth carbon must be on above only. Okay, this is alpha form Hayward structure of fructose. Okay, now we are going to write beta form. Started with oxygen, right side carbon, second carbon, bonded to third carbon, bonded to fourth carbon. Next, fourth carbon is bonded to fifth carbon is bonded to oxygen. Okay, now on second carbon OH is above, CH2OH. Now if you turn clockwise direction, this OH is coming above and CH2OH is coming below, and the CH2OH is first carbon. Okay, ma? Next, third carbon OH is above, H is below. Fourth carbon, H is above, OH is below. Fifth carbon, same, CH2OH is above, H is below. The CH2OH sixth carbon totally we are writing here. Okay, this is beta form of glucose by using Haworth representation. This is alpha form of fructose, not sorry, here I told glucose, no, fructose. These two are alpha form and beta form of fructose. Those two are differentiated by the position of OH groups at which carbon, that is second carbon. So anomeric carbon of fructose is second carbon. Anomeric carbon of glucose is first carbon. We have seen the anomeric carbon definition. Okay, alpha form and beta form of glucose are called anomers. Alpha form and beta form of fructose are called anomers. But anomeric carbon of glucose is first carbon. Anomeric carbon of fructose is second carbon. Okay, ma? This is about Haworth structures of fructose, alpha form and beta form. Is it okay? Next. Shall I rub this alpha form open chain structure? Sorry, Fischer projection, ma? Now, I would like to say one thing, that is, every time I am mentioning oxygen, second carbon right side in fructose, in glucose, first carbon right side, like that I mentioned. Okay, same molecule, same thing, we can write by writing second carbon on left side also. Second carbon on left side. Now see, 3 lines I am drawing here. These 3 lines means both are equivalent. Both molecules are same. Okay, why it is same I will explain. First thing is, try to draw by writing oxygen with the second carbon on left side. Fructose second. Here this is written second carbon on right side. Now I wrote second carbon on left side. Then what will be happened? What are the groups present above and below? Both will be inverted. When we write second carbon here, both will be inverted. Then what will be happen? OH is below, now we will write OH is above. CH2OH is above, now we will write CH2OH below. This is first carbon. Okay, next. Second carbon is bonded to third carbon. Okay, third carbon OH is above. Now third carbon OH is below. Sorry, here. Third carbon OH is above. Now third carbon OH is below. H is above. Next, third carbon is bonded to fourth carbon. Fourth carbon OH is above, H is below. Next, this carbon is bonded to fifth carbon. Fifth carbon, okay. Fifth carbon CH2OH, sixth carbon below and H above, and it is going to be bonded to oxygen. This is fifth. This molecule and this molecule both are same. Okay. This is alpha form, this is alpha form. Both are same, no difference at all. The difference is angle of reference. Okay, that one I will explain. Before that, shall we write this beta form also by writing second carbon on left side? See, this is equivalent with concentrate on oxygen. Left side we are writing second carbon with CH2OH above, OH below. Next, the second carbon is bonded to third carbon. Third carbon H above, OH below. third carbon is bonded to fourth carbon. Fourth carbon OH above, H below. This fourth carbon is bonded to fifth carbon. Fifth carbon contains H above, CH2OH below. Okay, and this fifth carbon is bonded to oxygen. Here this is sixth carbon. This is sixth carbon. Okay, so in this way or in this way, both representations are correct. Next, in this way or in this way, both representations are correct. Now, what is the reason, sir, both are correct? If you ask like this, see carefully. This is the molecule and this is the molecule. Okay, now observe my hand. My hand is in between me and you. Okay, now for me, what about the thumb position? I am seeing my hand now. I am telling that thumb is on left side for me. But if you see, thumb is on right side for you. Is it correct or not? So imagine one plane in between you and me. In that plane, these all carbons are present and oxygen. Oxygen 2, 3, 4, 5. In the plane, oxygen, carbon, carbon like this, these are present. Then this OH is there, na? This is above for you. CH2OH below. Like that, variation is there. Okay, now again I am explaining. Okay, I am standing like this now. You are seeing towards me. Now in between you and me, we have one board, one plane. In that plane, what are the particles present? Okay, what are the particles present? Oxygen, carbon, 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 carbon. These are present in the plane, above the plane and below the plane. For you, if it is above the plane, for me, it is below the plane. Correct or not? Because angle of reference is different. Same, like this, see the fingers. I kept this hand in the plane. This hand in the plane. Okay, now you and myself, are observing this hand. For me, this thumb is on left side. For you, this thumb is on right side. Now I told for you to draw my hand. You will start this thumb with right side. When I draw the hand, I will draw the thumb on left side. Okay, now on thumb we have OH group like this, man. OH group like this. For you, OH is above the plane, but for me, OH is below the plane. The carbon which is left side for you, it will become right side for me. This is little finger. Let us imagine this is carbon, fifth carbon. Okay, for you, this fifth carbon is on left side only, na? For me, it is on right side. This thumb, this is carbon, first carbon. For you, this carbon is on right side. For me, this carbon is on left side. On this carbon, what are the groups present above the plane and below the plane? For me, it will be reverse. Correct or not? Now, I have drawn this structure, you have drawn this structure, but molecule is same or not? I have drawn this structure by observing this. I am observing the glucose molecule in this way, my orientation. You are observing the same molecule from opposite way. Then for you, second carbon is on right side means, for me, second carbon is on left side. Then on second carbon, for you CH2OH is above the plane. Then for me, CH2OH will be below the plane, because observe, this is second carbon. Let us imagine this is second carbon. Okay, For you, the second carbon is on right side. For me, it is on left side. Okay. Now it has CH2OH like this. CH2OH and OH. CH2OH, it is towards the plane for you. Sorry, above the plane for you. For me, it is below the plane. For me, OH is above the plane. CH2OH is below the plane. Is it correct or not? Okay. So this structure and this structure both are same. Completely it is angle of reference. Okay. This structure and this structure both are same. It is completely angle of reference, only difference. Imagine, one more time you can practice now. Otherwise in next class once again I will revise. Okay. In between you and me one plane is there. In that plane we are observing the molecule. According to your view you are observing, and according to me I am observing. According to me I have drawn one structure. According to you, you have drawn one structure. Both are same only. Just representation is different. Okay. We will continue this chapter in next class by drawing these structures like this. Why I wrote like this, you will understand at the time I am writing sucrose structure. Okay, ma? This is about today's class. I hope you understood. If you have any doubts, we will just discuss, ma. No problem at all. Thank you. Thank you all.